So vernal pools are all around our area and in the Northeast, and they occurred back in the ice ages when we had glaciers here and it formed depressions. Sometimes people make man-made ponds, but all of these little depressions were made from the glaciers, and then as the ice dried up, it made a groove in the ground, and that's where the water collects. You can ask me anything.
And it's only rainwater.
It's only rainwater or ice melting. There's no spring, which I thought there would be. And our vernal pool is actually the beginning of Pigeon Creek. So as it overflows, it goes down and it crosses again down the road and it becomes Pigeon Creek.
Because that's interesting, because we saw the beginning of Sprogel's Run, and so this is the beginning of something.
It is the beginning of Pigeon Creek.
And Pigeon Creek runs through Coventry Woods.
Mm-hmm. It does. I think it goes right down to Fernbrook. I think that's Pigeon Creek right down there.
Now, do the little animals that live here, do they get washed down Pigeon Creek, or they basically they stay in the pond?
I think they'll stay here, especially since they like the still water. So they won't lay their eggs in a creek or anywhere else. And the vernal pool is also good for the amphibians because there's no fish. So even though we have man-made ponds close by and the adults could live there, they could hop over, we can't have, there's no fish so that they don't get eaten here. If
So
they
that's a
laid
really
their eggs in a pond, the fish would eat them up.
So that's a really important aspect of it, because frogs have trouble living in, some species of frogs can live in ponds and fend the fish off, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these little frogs have to have these still
Yeah,
waters.
because the fish would eat the eggs before they could even defend themselves, just like the green frogs. And the other one is a bullfrog, which we've only seen one bullfrog here because their tadpoles also have to spend 2 winters here. So we haven't seen, the bullfrogs are mostly in ponds also, but they're cannibalistic, I guess is the word, where they eat their own kind.
Okay. But there's absolutely no fish life in here.
No fish. And if there were fish, they would die when it dries up, which is why we want it to dry up. Little plug for North Coventry Township here. If you guys go to www.northcoventrytownship.com, I did a webinar on there. So if you want to see more pictures from my camera roll and learn a little bit more about the big migration and the volunteers, you can go there to that website, northcoventrytownship.com. Scroll down through all the rectangles because they put the newest ones on top. Scroll down, you click next, and you'll find EAC Presents. And the EAC is the Environmental Advisory Council, and I'm on that council, so I did a little webinar. It's called The Hidden Lives of North Coventry's Frogs and Salamanders. So you can click on that and find out a little bit more.
Can I see that?